What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and in today's video, my friends, I'm going to be showing you a great area to farm for XP and shards and a bunch of other things as well. Now, it's important to mention that in order to fully maximize this farming method, you will want to have completed the main storyline, Reach for the Stars, because that will give you the ability to speed up time when you're at a camp. And again, we'll get into a few details towards the end of the video. But right here, you can see on the map, I'm at a shelter located on the eastern part of the map. This map is absolutely ginormous. So as we scroll up, you can see, and this is just to give you really a point of reference, but I'm west of Barren Light. Again, as we scroll up a little, you're going to see chain scrapes. So again, this is towards the beginning of your gameplay. I want to say I started doing this method around level 10, and since then I've just been stacking XP. Now, the farming location itself is just southeast of the shelter. It is where you're going to find the Thunderjaw icon on the map. Now, one thing I recommend, and this is for people who maybe are at a lower level or you're just starting off, is I recommend doing this on story mode for a few different reasons. So in this game, and this is for those of you that may not know, if you're on the hunt, let's say for a certain machine and you need a certain component, if you just destroy the machine on normal difficulty or higher, you're going to destroy that component as well. However, with the lower difficulties, you can completely destroy the machine and still have the ability to pick up all of the components that it had attached to it. Now, it is important to mention that the higher difficulties will give you more XP, but in my opinion, it's all about time management. So let's say if you play the game on normal difficulty and it takes you, let's say, 5 minutes to take out one of these Thunderjaws. You may be able to switch your difficulty down to story mode, take out 2 Thunderjaws in the time it took to take out one on normal. You do not have to worry about accidentally destroying any of the components. You can still get all the good stuff, and again, 2 runs on story mode will net you more XP than 1 run on normal. One recommendation I have when you get to the location is obviously you're going to climb up onto this little hill right here. I strongly suggest targeting the disc launchers first, and you're doing that for 2 reasons. Now, in story mode, you can take each disc launcher out with 3 shots with your hunter bow, so they just pop right off. Now, at that point, you can jump down and you can actually use them as weapons against the Thunderjaw. You're going to see how much damage these things do. And again, since you are running this initially on story mode, you can keep just firing at the weak points. Again, it is not going to take you a long time to take this thing out. You can see by the footage that I did wind up jumping off the hill, grabbing the disc launcher, taking out the Thunderjaw in probably less than 2 minutes. Now, keep in mind as I say this, depending on where you've actually, stacked your skills in the game, your bow or your abilities may be much stronger than my characters right now. You may be able to use a different method, but for me, this works out incredibly well. Now, at this point, all I'm going to do is go back to my camp. Now, you do have a few options in order to get back there. You can either just run up the hill, which is what I typically do, or for the video, I'm just going to save time and actually use a fast travel pack. Now, this is where your game progression comes into play in regards to the farming method. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you need to have completed the main mission, Reach for the Stars. And the reason for that is at your camp, you're going to see a little watch symbol near the fire, and that is going to give you the ability to speed up time in order to get to the next day. However, you are not going to be able to sit there at all until you complete that main mission, because if you go there and you haven't completed Reach for the Stars, it's just going to say unavailable, and you're like, why can I not progress time? That is why, my friends. So complete the main mission, Reach for the Stars, and then all you need to do is speed up time until morning. Once morning arrives, all you do is stand up. You're going to take a look in the direction of the Thunderjaw location. You will see another one is there, and then it is just rinse and repeat, my friends. Do this as many times in a row as you like. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the matter in which you actually farm the Thunderjaw is completely up to you and the abilities you currently have. So for instance, if you've stacked a lot of your skill points into your bow, you may be able to do this completely differently. So again, just be efficient and try to rip through it as quick as you can. Now, I know there happen to be a lot of people out there wondering, are they going to patch this farming method? And they may do so, but keep in mind there are so many different farming methods you can use in the game. You can really maximize that gameplay, gain XP, gain shards. This is one of them you can do early on, so I sincerely hope it helps. With all that being said, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this thing up. I actually put out my first Horizon Forbidden West video this morning. I hadn't really planned on making a second, but I did see this farming method over the weekend, and I wanted to share it with you because one of my main main goals here is to try to help gamers out in any way I can. And on that note, feel free to leave any questions or comments you have in regards to this in the comments section down below. I try to get back to everyone as quickly as I possibly can. And like I said, this is going to be the first of many types of videos we make for this game. We're going to be doing news videos, farming videos. So again, there is a lot to look forward to. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, as I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
I can grab this from my stash later. Could hit it with acid.